Last night, while your neighborhood was quiet and the stars were out, your plants missed something. Not water. Not fertilizer. Something much more powerful, and almost nobody is using it. You wake up, step outside, and notice it right away. The leaves look fuller. The color is deeper. The plants look different, better. What changed? It was not a lucky guess or a garden myth. It was a small thing done at the right time after the sun went down. This one nighttime habit can help your garden recover faster, grow stronger, and stay healthy through the season. Stay with me, because once you hear this, you will never look at evening gardening the same way again. I used to think watering my plants in the morning was the best thing I could do. I followed all the basic tips: sunlight, spacing, soil, everything. But no matter how hard I tried, my plants always looked tired by the afternoon. Some leaves curled, some turned yellow. And new growth? It barely showed. Then one evening, I tried something different. I sprayed a simple mix on the leaves just after the sun went down. I was not expecting much, but the next morning, the change was real. My plants looked like they had a full night's rest. Since then, nighttime has become my favorite time to care for them. Foliar feeding is when you spray liquid nutrients directly onto the leaves of your plants instead of pouring them into the soil. Why does this matter? Because plants can absorb certain nutrients through their leaves much faster than they can through their roots. Think of it like this. Roots are great for slow and steady feeding, but leaves, they are quick to respond, especially when a plant is stressed or missing something. When you spray nutrients on the leaves, the plant starts taking them in within minutes. It is one of the fastest ways to fix common problems like yellowing leaves, weak growth, or slow recovery. It is also perfect for new transplants or plants that have been through rough weather. And the best part, it does not replace regular feeding, it just gives your plants an extra boost when they need it most. It is safe, simple, and once you understand how it works, you will wonder why you did not start using it earlier. Most people feed their plants during the day without thinking twice. But here is the thing during the daytime. The sun is strong, the heat rises, and moisture disappears fast. When you spray anything on the leaves in the sun, it can dry up before the plant even has time to absorb it. Sometimes, it can even burn the leaves. But at night, everything slows down. The air is cooler. There is less wind. And most of all, the plant is calm. This is when it focuses on healing and rebuilding. Feeding your plants at night means the nutrients stay on the leaves longer, giving them more time to soak it all in. This is especially helpful if your plants are stressed, recently transplanted, or going through a tough season. They get what they need without the stress of the hot sun. And because there is no harsh light or heat, the risk of damaging the leaves drops almost to zero. By the time the sun comes up, your plants have already had a full night of recovery and feeding. It is a small change in timing, but it makes a big difference in how strong and healthy your plants become. Now, here is where most people get it wrong. They grab any spray bottle and just mist their plants without thinking about timing, mix, or method. But if you really want results, the kind you can see by morning, there is a smarter way to do it. The difference between just spraying and doing it right is bigger than you think. And in the next part, I will show you exactly how to do it the right way. You do not need anything fancy to get started with nighttime foliar feeding, just the right tools and a little care. First, get a clean spray bottle or a garden sprayer with a fine mist setting. This helps spread the nutrients evenly without soaking the leaves too much. Next, choose a liquid plant food that is safe for foliar use. It should be water-based and gentle, with a balance of nitrogen, potassium, and micronutrients. Some people like using seaweed or fish emulsion sprays. Both work well if diluted properly. Always mix the solution with water based on the label instructions. Too strong and it might damage the leaves. Too weak and it will not do much. You will also want to spray in the early evening right after sunset. The leaves are cool, the sun is gone, and there is enough time for absorption before dew forms. Lastly, never spray on windy nights. If it is breezy, the spray may drift away or dry too fast. With just these simple tools and a little timing, you are all set for your plants to get the full benefit by morning. Let us go through the steps to make sure you are doing it right, because how and when you spray makes all the difference. Step 1. Start in the early evening just after sunset. The heat of the day is gone, but there is still enough light to see what you are doing. Step 2. Make sure your sprayer is clean and your mix is fresh. Shake it well so the nutrients are evenly blended. Step 3. Stand about a foot away from the plant and spray the tops and bottoms of the leaves. Yes, both sides. Plants absorb nutrients better from the underside. Step 4. Spray gently and evenly. You want the leaves to be coated with a fine mist, not dripping wet. Step 5. Skip any leaves that look weak or damaged. Focus on the healthy parts so the plant can recover faster. Step 6. Leave the plants alone after spraying. Do not water or touch them. Let them rest overnight and do the work on their own. By morning, you might not see instant changes, but do this a few times a week and the results will show greener leaves, stronger stems, and better growth. I once sprayed my wilting tomato plant just after sunset, not expecting much. By the next morning, it looked fresh again. The leaves were firm, the color was brighter, and it looked alive. That is when I realized it was not just water. It was the right nutrients at the right time. And honestly, ever since I started doing this regularly, my plants look stronger than ever. It is a small habit with a big reward. Now, as helpful as nighttime foliar feeding can be, there are moments when it is better to skip it. First, never spray during the day, especially in direct sunlight. The leaves can burn, and your nutrients will evaporate before the plant even gets to use them. Second, avoid spraying when it is raining or when rain is expected. It will just wash everything off and waste your mix. Third, do not spray if your plant is already under stress from disease or pests. Focus on fixing the root problem first. Fourth, if the temperature at night drops too low, hold off. Cold leaves will not absorb nutrients well and may even get damaged. And finally, never spray more than your plant can handle. Stick to the schedule and do not overdo it. Knowing when to feed is just as important as knowing how. I wish I knew sooner adding a few drops of seaweed extract to your foliar spray can make a big difference. It gives your plants an extra push, helping them absorb more nutrients and bounce back faster. Just mix in a small amount with your usual spray, shake it well, and apply it the same way. You will notice stronger stems, brighter leaves, and even better resistance to stress. This one small addition can level up your results without much effort. If you are already spraying at night, this is the perfect upgrade to get even more out of every drop. So foliar feeding at night helps your plants soak up nutrients faster, avoid sun damage, and recover while they rest. You just need the right spray mix, the right time, and a little consistency. Remember, skip the hot sunny hours, avoid spraying sick plants, and do not overdo it. And if you want even better results, try adding a few drops of seaweed extract. Small steps like this can lead to healthier, stronger plants without much extra effort. Give it a try tonight, and by morning you might just see the difference for yourself. You have got this. Your garden is in good hands. If this helped you learn something new, imagine what your garden could look like a month from now. Try nighttime foliar feeding this week and let your plants show you the results. And if you want more simple and real gardening tips that actually work, do not forget to follow this channel. I share what I use in my own yard, so you get real advice, not just theory. Have a question or want to share your results? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Your garden is one smart step away from thriving, and it starts with what you do tonight.